Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our space exploration playthrough. In the last episode, we were getting all set up for our space launch, and I have continued doing that in between episodes. I have loaded everything into the rocket that we should need based on what the wiki said. We've got all sorts of science, we've got water and petroleum, some heavy oil and lubricant. I might grab a few more of each of those just to make sure we have enough. Some logistic spots and roboports. We've got solar panels to provide power. We've got copper, steel, iron, glass, lots of heat shielding and low density structure. We've got blue, green, and red chips, electric engines, regular engines, some batteries, lots of space platform scaffolds. I think I have 5,000 altogether. Some stack inserters. I'm bringing some coal, though I don't think I'll need it. I figured why not. Some more circuits, solid rocket fuel, some more solar panel. I mean, I've just really loaded this thing up as much as I can. I'm taking all the important things in my inventory because apparently some things can get lost in the flight. So I'm going to put productivity modules in my inventory, which I believe I can put in these space science buildings. And I'll take another stack of each of these, just to make sure. And I can get rid of a few of these level 2s. And let's see, get rid of these 3. Perfect. Okay, so I have also added some more solar up here. So we've got, how many is this? 6. We've got 10 blocks now, 11 blocks. So that should be providing close to 100 megawatts of power for free. Though, unfortunately, I wish there was a way to say use the accumulator power before you use the other power. There's not a way to do that, so I'm essentially getting less power out of everything. Though I guess in a way I'm getting the full amount because the solar panels are reducing my turbine usage during the day, and if the accumulators stay charged up, I'm getting the full amount of power. So I guess, never mind, that works fine. It's just not a constant amount of power that it's saving me. I'm doing some inventory size researches because soon I will not have my power armor. I'll be using this thruster suit, which I also crafted between episodes. And I set up a little, I mean, you saw one of these before, but I set up a little chain to make sure we could have enough life support. I'm going to go ahead and take 100. I have no idea how much I'll need, but apparently this life support equipment will also make that last longer, so hopefully 100 will be enough for what we need. And I got all the space belts and pipes and assemblers that I think we'll need. I'm holding 200 pipes, 10 undergrounds. I've got 15 space assemblers. I should maybe grab some more belts. I have 14 undergrounds and just 100 belts. So now that this is all stocked up, I think I'll take all the space belts I have. Oh, I guess I already had 200. So that should be enough, I think. I have no idea. And then what else have I done? I made a delivery cannon. That was something we researched earlier, but it won't let me place it until I launch a satellite. And we're going to need to launch a satellite anyway to get the telemetry. So I think the delivery cannon, it says capable of shooting resources into orbit and beyond. So, and there are these capsules which use explosives along with a low density structure, heat shielding, and some copper wire. So I was making some explosives here just so that I could make some capsules by hand because I wanted to try it out, but we'll have to wait on that. And then I also added some basic pulverizing of the core fragments. And what that's going to do is give us the vulcanite that we need. So essentially, we get a little bit of everything from processing these core fragments, which is kind of difficult because there's not an easy way to void materials as far as I've found out. There's not an easy way to void materials. And so I set up some storage tanks for the crude oil and water that comes out, and then I'm just bussing everything into a giant chest. And I put a limit on it so it didn't waste a ton of time filling up, but we really just want the vulcanite. So I may use logistics bots to do active providers for the other resources, and then I'll put requester chests that will only, I don't know, request if there's a certain amount above. And so that way, you know, it'll take all this iron and coal and copper to the respective lines that we use them for. And so we'll use this up first is one way to do it, but that'll take a lot of logistics spots. So I'm not really sure if I want to do it that way or not, but we'll try it out. I did look into a recycling facility which can turn iron and copper into landfill, which essentially stacks to 100 and uses 50 each. So we would, you know, be able to use 5,000 copper to put into one stack of landfill. So that would last me a long time. This is recycling of objects, but I can't recycle everything. I can only recycle copper and iron. Strangely enough, you can't recycle stone because I think stone ore you actually create landfill directly from, so we'd have to have a different machine doing that. And then, as far as I can tell, there's no good way to use coal except to make, where did it go? Except to make oil products by using steam, and I guess you could make that steam by using coal and the water that it outputs, but the ratios are going to be all wrong, and so I don't really know if, you know, that's something I really want to deal with. It's just kind of a mess altogether. So for now, we're just going to increase the limit on this to maybe about here, because we're only going to need 200 vulcanite blocks is how much we want to take. So we'll go ahead and I got the Helmod set up for vulcanite processing here. It's going to be pretty simple. We have a pulverizer, which I need to craft. We have a chemical plant, which I have, and 2 yellow plants. And we'll need some water as an input, which I'll just use a water well. I could use the water from over here, but at some point I'll want to get rid of that. We'll just make it a separate line. And so my pulverizer needs just the vulcanite. And then we put that with water into a chemical plant. Like this. We'll put our water well up here. And then we have steam come out along with washed vulcanite. So we crush it, then we wash it, and then the washed vulcanite gets turned directly into the vulcanite blocks in these 2 buildings, we'll say. And then we need a filter inserter to take the stone off of this belt. Stone. And I guess that can actually go back into this chest. Like that. I think that should do it. And it only makes a tiny bit of stone. You know, for every craft, it only has a 1 in 4 chance of making a single stone. So it'll very slowly give us stone over time. But there we go, we've got vulcanite blocks. We will place them into a provider chest rather than bussing them anywhere. And we need another row of port here. And there we go, vulcanite blocks. And they have a big fuel value, so you can actually fuel things with them directly. And I believe we've looked at this before, but we can use them to increase the efficiency of our normal smelting. So instead of 8 copper to 8 plates, we get 8 copper to 12 plates. So the vulcanite block is taking the place of 4 ore, which is, you know, obviously worth it. So if we can find a planet with a lot of vulcanite, that would be nice to add vulcanite to all of our processing because it's worth a lot of ore, which is cool. Because with productivity, you know, you can see that 1 vulcanite ore ends up giving you more than 1 block, and so a vulcanite ore is essentially worth 4 to 5 copper or iron ore. It's not quite as good for increasing glass You can also transport it with these delivery cannons, which we'll have to look into in a second. But yeah, it only gives you 2 more glass. So a vulcanite block is only worth 2 glass, which is not as much. And it's only worth, what is this? 2 stone bricks as well. So it's not quite as helpful for stone and glass, but it is pretty good for iron and copper. You can also just directly make solid rocket fuel from vulcanite blocks, which could be useful at some point. And then we'll need to get lots of vulcanite blocks to automate our productivity module 4s once we get there, but that requires machine learning data, which requires all the space stuff. Which, that brings me to our next item. We only have one more thing to do, which is the rough data storage substrate is the last thing I need to worry about crafting. On this planet, at least. Data storage? Don't know. It's called data storage substrate. It's interesting, sometimes the names that you see are not the names in the game, so when you search for like the word rough, this won't pop up even though it's part of the name. So we just need glass and iron plates for these, and we'll have to put the scrap into an active provider so that we'll never have to worry about that, but I'm just going to make it right here with some productivity data storage. And so we'll need to take some of this into space. And we need iron and glass. And I think we can use productivity in these. That will get me 8 per minute. Yeah, we want a lot more than that. So we'll do 2 of these, and we'll use a beacon. The beacon, I'm just going to use module 2's. Beacon will look like this. And we'll put these in a provider chest, although we need a filter. We'll do filter inserters. This will be an active provider chest. This will be scrap. And this one will be our data storage substrates. Power everything up. Again, I keep forgetting to use substations. It'd be a lot easier. Just put one there. Or I guess here. And that's about 1 per second, which should be plenty, I think. Let's see. So 1 of these turns into 1 polished data, and 4 of those turns into 1 data card. 1 data card turns into a machine learning data, and 1 machine learning data turns into 10 rocket science packs. And none of that will be able to use productivity modules because you cannot use productivity modules in space except for science. So, that being said, we need 4 data storage substrates to make 10 rocket science. And my goal is to have enough for 2,000 rocket science. We need to do it that way. So, let's see. So 400 of these would make 1,000. So we need 800 data storage substrate. So maybe 1 per second is not enough. I don't want to wait 15 minutes for that. So we'll change these to module 3s. 1.3 per second. Is that good enough? I assumed it was going to be a bit faster. We're gonna change this around here. We're gonna add another 4 of these down here. And then we need iron and glass. Okay, that should be a little better. 2.6 per second. We'll leave that to build up to a few thousand. And I think that's all we need. I also crafted a portable RTG. So I'm going to put that in our thruster suit. So we'll have plenty of power. I'll put in our life support. Can't put those in. And then we'll need some jetpacks in our thruster suit as well. So I'm going to craft... Also, there are higher tiers of jetpack. I don't think... Yeah, I need rocket science for the next one. Well, we can get that soon. So I'm going to craft some more jetpacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think should be enough. We'll see. I added one more cannon again, so now we have 8. I think 8 should be enough. The most meteors I've ever seen has been 6. So with 6 meteors and 8 cannons, there's a small chance that one gets through, but it's not very likely. And it's also not very likely that we get 6 meteors in the first place, so... And then, even on top of that, it's not very likely the meteor hits anything. So, incredibly small chance. But it'll probably happen sooner or later. Okay, so we've got the data storage substrates. And then the next thing to do is just launch a satellite, because we need the satellite data. And so let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Launch. There it goes. Okay. Ooh, the satellite discovered some orbiting space platform. Open Universe Explorer, view surface. You've unlocked the navigation satellite uplink. Allows you to view the world and other places. Shift in to activate, or use the shortcut. And discovered a new moon, Erebus. Discovered locations can be viewed in the Universe Explorer. Okay, so in the Universe Explorer here, we can see that we have a moon that has a radius of 925. The threat is 0%. Solar is 98%. Primary resource is oil. Crude oil, wow, has a crazy high frequency size and richness. It also has Vita melange, cryonite, uranium, scanning, view surface. Okay, so I have to scan it. Oh, wait, what's this? Game's lagging a little bit. Okay, because it had to generate. There we go. Oh, cool. So it looks like I can move around on this surface. There's the Vita melange. I think that probably gets used for bioprocessing, but who knows? So I think I'm like an invisible character because I'm actually using the walking commands to move this around. I can't drag the screen like you can in radar mode. So I just realized these planets have cliffs, so I may need cliff explosives to take with me. Considering the oil frequency... Oh, I guess there is oil there. A little bit there. But I haven't seen as much oil as I expected to see, given the frequency it told me it had. Let's do a bit more exploring. There's also a lot of water on this planet, so that I might need to start making lots of landfill to be able to take to places. Oh, here's the oil mother lode. How much is this? 17,000%. Along with plenty of other things. So yeah, this is an entirely new moon, so that's cool. Interstellar map. Okay. So there's other stars. Insufficient data. Okay. Interesting. Show hide resources. Show hide statistics. I don't know what that all is. But that's cool. Okay, let's go to the nav satellite and view How do I view orbit? Is it this button? Planet orbit. View surface. Okay, so this is where I'll go first to build my space station. And it looks like there are... Oh, that's cool. I actually don't know. This seems like some sort of satellite. At first I thought this was a satellite I sent up, but there's a lot of things here that definitely I did not send or construct. I don't even think I can craft these pylons yet, and so... And then there's like a little asteroid there. That's cool. Okay, so we're going to launch into orbit. Space platform. Maybe it's just a first-time gift that the game gives you, and normally it does create this for your satellite, but like it doesn't... it probably doesn't give you these resources every time. Okay, so we're just about ready to launch. We need to take the satellite telemetry here with us, because that's part of the space science, and we need to go grab our vulcanite blocks, which we now have quite a few of. Take a few extra just in case. And I think... Oh, I have an extra satellite. I forgot about that. I want to get rid of that. You know what? I'm just going to put it in the chest here. And we will put this in a chest, and we will limit it to 2. Okay. So we've got all the rocket science ingredients, except the data substrates. Don't want to forget those. Which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take 1 extra stack. And now we'll put our jetpacks into our suit. And I'm going to take a few extra nuclear fuel with me. We'll put some of those in the rocket. And I believe we are set to go. Is there anything else I need? I don't think so. I could always take some more scaffolding. Probably wouldn't hurt. No, my inventory is very packed. Let's get rid of a few things that we don't need in our inventory. Oh, the delivery cannon. Let's look at this real quick. Let's see what it does. So, okay, so it brings up a little dialogue here. It's connected to power. Looks like it charges up pretty quickly. Those are megajoules, so yeah, it draws 50 megawatts. And we can launch it to anywhere. Okay. And we could even launch it to a moon or something. And then we need a delivery cannon chest. And then, okay, so we can decide what we want to send. So let's just send some stone to try it out. We'll put in the capsules and we'll put in some stone. Okay, it crafts like an assembler. And then I guess I have to select this position. And then hit on. Oh. We're on Navi's. Okay, well, that didn't work. Ha! Oops. Oh, I didn't... Maybe I needed to reselect the position. There we go. I needed to select the planet first and then the position. Okay, I think my bots fixed everything. So let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So, interesting. It looks like it doesn't give me the capsule back. I thought that it might. So what that means is we use up the capsule every time we launch something, which And it looks like it uses 300 megajoules. Is that right? Let me try one more. See if it actually uses all 300. Yeah, it did. Okay, so it uses a lot of power and a lot of resources, because one capsule requires... Let me find it. Capsule. It requires some coal and sulfur to make the explosives, a heat shielding and a low density structure, which are fairly expensive things, and then 10 copper cable, which is 5 copper plates. So one capsule is, you know, not super expensive, but to just deliver 50 stone, it wouldn't even be worth it. So I think this is mainly going to be used for delivering small amounts of things where you really need it. Because, you know, maybe we just need some heavy oil somewhere, just a few hundred of it. We could easily deliver it. Or we could deliver some uranium-235 to get Kovarex nuclear going on another planet. But, you know, most of the time I can take those things with me if I'm going. So this would be for maybe just periodic deliveries of, like, sulfuric acid to make blue chips on another planet or something like that. We could also deliver, you know, vulcanite blocks back to the home planet with these. But I'm just not sure that that's going to be worth it. I wonder if it's cheaper to deliver, you know, 100 stacks with delivery cannon capsules or deliver 100 stacks with a cargo rocket. I would have to do some diving into Helmod to find out, but it is cool. We can deliver things wherever we need them. I wonder if it's just in this solar system, though. I wonder if I would need... You know, I can't tell because I only have one solar system right now. But we have that option. It's super cool. I love the idea of it. But at least on this planet, it's not going to be effective, you know, to, like, launch just over here. Logistics bots or trains are always going to be better on a single planet. But I think that's everything we need. The problem here is we don't have enough inventory space. So I'm going to put the data storage in there, as well as some of these. Just to make sure. I'm going to get rid of some inventory items that I know I won't need in space. So let's get rid of the delivery cannon stuff. I won't need heat exchangers. Won't need a recycling facility. We'll get rid of the combinators, get rid of rails. We will get rid of these red belts. And oil refineries. Some batteries. I think that's good. Okay. So now we will put the thruster suit on. Oh, here we go. Life support duration. Oh yeah, I have plenty. Okay. 5 hours and 33 minutes in space. Okay, so I don't even know if I need a second stack. I will want to maybe... Let's see. I do need some batteries, I guess. Just in case. Because this generates 300 kilowatts only, so it's not actually a ton. And then I want to put exoskeletons here. So we'll steal a couple exoskeletons from my power armor. Now, I think... Did I need anything else? Belt immunity. I may want at some point. Doesn't look like there's anything else I need here. Okay, let's go to space. I have no idea how this is going to go. And this, I set this up. This is going to be requesting the items we need. And we may belt in some things, but... And then I'll have filter inserters that will be connected to the signal transmitter, or I guess receiver. So I'll have this big satellite dish here that will receive... And maybe put it here. It'll receive a signal from orbit based on the logistics requests, and then it will send those signals to the inserters, so the inserters will only insert up to a certain amount into the inventory. But let's see what happens. So can I enter? Yep, I can jump in just like a vehicle and then launch to orbit. Oh, you know what? I need to do one more thing, which is place a landing pad on this planet for when I return in the little capsule. We'll maybe put it up here. Okay. So I should be able to come back on that pad. Although, do I need another pad? There was one in orbit, I believe, right? Did I see that? Oops, this one, viewing. Maybe there's a better way to do this. View surface. I believe there was one in here. Didn't I see? Yeah. Yeah, there's a cargo landing pad already up here. So, I can just get that there. And we will launch right now. Here we go. Oh dear. I did not know my nanobots were going to automatically try to get those. So, it looks like we crashed. I probably lost some cargo. Okay, here we are. So first let's get rid of a few things. I won't need regular belts in space. And then we need scaffolding, which I can get out of one of these. To make a little platform. Oops. Good thing I have a jetpack. I just flew right off. Ha! You can just walk straight off the edge. I'll leave the satellite here because that looks kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to place this landing pad here. And then, really, I just need to make a big square first. It's interesting, it pops up the life support every time I open my jetpack. Okay, I'm gonna put away some stuff. I can get more base platforms. And did I just put them all in the chest? Where did they go? I did. Okay, there we go. Missed a spot. Okay. Okay, we'll start with that. Maybe go a little bit farther to the left here. Try to be symmetrical. Something like this. And then we will put a passive provider warehouse next to our cargo landing pad so that inserters will unload into the provider warehouse as soon as we bring new cargo in. Like I said, I did get about this far in a previous playthrough, so I sort of know what to do at this point, but not really. We do need our solar panels. I might place solar up here. This pylon is awesome. It's giving me that much area of... Yeah, well, maybe just connect up with the satellite. I'll kind of leave it in the center, just for aesthetics. Okay, we took all these, we took all those, we took all of the ones. Okay. Looks like there's also some in here, and there's this one. Space platform plating. Looks like you walk 150% instead of 75%, but I can't craft it myself yet. place this up here. How much do I have left? Oh, barely any. Okay. Grab all the broken pieces of our rocket. Oh, right. I wonder if it counts as rocks and trees. It does. Okay. So we'll deconstruction planar all that. Go back to our nanobots. Shoot. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, we'll pick that up at some point. Okay. Well, we need solar panels to be placed. Wow, plus 831%. I may have plenty of solar panels then, if these produce that much. Now, if I remember properly, something said that you actually end up only getting the Twilight version of power from these. You don't get the full amount. Yeah, if we mouse over one, we see we're only getting half. So we're only getting 280, but that's constant. So you don't actually have nighttime in space. Oop. Oh, there's meteors in orbit as well. Okay, so we'll need meteor defense up here. Okay, and then we want to connect this power to the other power. Maybe here. Okay. So this will be my power network. And we've got 44 megawatts. These flat solar panels we'll want to be making at some point. They provide a lot more power output. 3.7 megawatts versus the 560. So that's 6-7 times more power. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now we want to begin dealing with our inventory issues. Let's get rid of the scrap, all the science, some of all these things. Okay, we need bots. Guess we'll start here. Put our bots in there. Oh dear. Okay, well, now I have bots, so I guess I shouldn't give away things that I have requested. Okay, so we got that cargo pod. We'll dump our vulcanite. We'll dump the gas barrels. So you can see I lost a little bit, you know, stacks of 199, things like that. Now, I think I have construction robots, which should be able to put things into storage, but okay. Get rid of some engines. More gas. Glass. I don't need stone tablets. We'll put the solar there for now. Oh, wait. I have solar requested. Oh, I guess I gave it some concrete. Okay. Can I get that one? Soon there will be a better way to do this, but for now, I think... Ugh, okay. Keep forgetting the limits that I have set on logistics. Can I turn off logistics? Is that a thing? Turn off personal logistics. Perfect. I forgot I could do that. Okay, everything is full. Get rid of all these. Yeah, if we can just get rid of full stacks of stuff, that'll be easier. Get rid of our pipes. Inserters. Okay, that should help. Kind of start by just getting rid of everything. We'll get some accumulators placed. They won't provide as much of a purpose up in space, but if we have power spikes, then they'll help out. I guess I didn't make that a straight line. Okay, well that'll provide some good stored power. And then we'll just keep getting rid of stuff here. Almost there. There we go. I think that's all the cargo pods. And I think we've dumped everything we need. Put the bots in here. I might put another bot station right next to this because they'll be charging there a lot of the time. And then, okay. What is this? Tesla gun ammo, cryo gun, Tesla gun, rapid fire chain lightning. That sounds pretty cool. Glacier ammo. You know, why not? Let's try this out. Let's see what this looks like. That is pretty cool. Do you think it melts? I mean, we're in space. Maybe it won't. Interesting. We get water ice from that. So you actually get a resource from a gun. That's cool. Okay. So this is all good. We'll mine the scrap here. Try to pick all this up. I don't know how that cargo... Maybe, oh, I think that was from when my little guys tried to deconstruct it. We'll grab the space capsule. We'll grab that belt back. And then we'll go pick up all this stuff. Mark it for deconstruction. How's this? There we go. So the thruster suit that I'm wearing actually lets me move around, but I can also still hit J for the normal jetpack, which is like the thruster suit, but not exactly the same. Oh, I need storage for those guys, which of course I got rid of all my circuits. Now, is there a sort button? And I need steel. I would really like to use a sort button on the storage there. We'll get some space storage here in our logistics network. We'll space it out a little bit here. That should give the bots somewhere to go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got, I think, everything we need to begin. This is awesome. Look at this. Got a little space station. I would like to get rid of all my scrap here. And we will turn my own logistics network back on. The bots will bring me all the things I placed in there. That is a lot of items being moved. But it looks like we got there. Okay. And now we can start building. We'll put this here for when I'm ready to go home. Probably... Oh, they gave me rocket science packs? That feels kind of too easy. And beryllium plates. That's nice. water and heavy oil. So it looks like I maybe didn't need to bring all these things. Construction pylon is a logistics thing that looks like it has a massive... I can't even see the edge of the construction area that it gives. So we'll get that placed. We'll maybe put it there on the satellite. We'll take all the science and the plates. You know what? Those are steel chests. So what I can do is I can just replace them with storage chests. And then these things can be supplied to the network. And that'll work a little better than moving them to a provider chest. Okay, so we want rocket science. So looking at the rocket science checklist here, we need to produce all of these things, and I don't need 1,000 per second. That was just seeing the total amounts of resources I would need to make 2,000. So we need decontamination facilities, space manufactory, thermal radiator, and supercomputer. So space manufactory is made in a space assembling machine. Okay, so I'll need those. So we'll start, I guess, out here. We'll go to the left. And I'm going to remove these for now. And how much more do I have of the space platform? Because I'm going to want to make this bigger. That's probably the first thing I'll do when I go back to the planet, is get a lot more scaffolding. Last thing I want to do is run out of building space. Okay. So we want to build some space manufactories which need cosmic water. So I guess cosmic water should be the first thing I'm going for. Cosmic water. Okay, it's not called that. It's called space water. And I need water and lubricant in a decontamination facility. Can I build that by myself? I cannot, but I need vulcanite blocks, which I really wish there was a sort button. Vulcanite blocks. And I want a decontamination facility. We need space pipes and chemical plants. Okay, so at this point it might just be easier to do this. And then I can make the chemical plants myself. Okay. So I'll make 2 of those. Was this power not hooked up to the other power? I guess we're not. And I can put speed modules in here. It's only a 10-second crafting time. And chemical plants. There we go. Okay. We've got some decontamination facilities. They're very large. And we want to make space water out of these. Or cosmic water, I guess it's called. And we'll also have to do the polishing with cosmic water. So I guess I will need 2 of these. I don't think I'm needing any of these other things. And I guess I can wash vulcanite in these as well. But we will start with the cosmic water. And I need lubricant and water here, which I can't place my regular debarreling facilities. So we will request and then actively provide the empty barrels. Maybe like this. So we'll request, Knowing that I'll probably need those things elsewhere. Oh, I need my space pipes. Where are they? Here. I'll do something like this. So this will be unbarreling. Okay. Empty barrel. And we want to empty... I already forgot which one was in which spot. This top one is the water. So empty water barrel. And then this is empty lubricant barrel. And we'll request 5 of each of those. Lubricant barrel, 5. Okay, there we go. Cosmic water, and can't use any productivity modules. Maybe we should change the requests here to be 10. I don't think I'm going to need a ton. This one should probably be like 50. Because we need a lot more. We need 99 water for every 1 lubricant. I don't think I'm going to need a ton of cosmic water, though. And so we've got cosmic water. Let me just pin this. And then we also need to make chemical gel that ends up in the final piece. But for that, I need the manufactory, which itself needs cosmic water. So I'm thinking I might just barrel the cosmic water right here. Might be the easiest. Fill contaminated cosmic water. Fill cosmic water. And we'll request and provide. We should have barrels in the network. What's happening there? Oh. Silliness is happening. I never output. There we go. Okay, now we have some cosmic water. Let's see. So it's about 10 times denser than water because we only get 10 for every 100 water, so... And they still go 50 into a barrel, so I think 2 stacks is plenty. Because that'll use 20 stacks worth of water. So maybe I should just stop there, actually. I don't want to use up all my water in case I need it for something else. And then this guy has all sorts of business. I'm going to move this out one. And then I need my space pipes. And we will connect this up real quick to here. And we need fast inserters. Interesting. How many? I need 8. Okay. So I need 8 for the space manufactory, which we've now got. And then inside of that, I mean, it looks like I'm going to need 4 of these, actually, for this process. So that means we're going to need 7 more, and then 16 more. So that should do it. And these buildings are absolutely massive. This feels like Pyanodons with how big this is. Oh my goodness. So for this one, we need to build the chemical gel, which comes from cosmic water and petroleum gas. So I'll put this real close to the cosmic water, rather than make an unbarreling. I'm sure I'll need barrels of cosmic water later, but we'll leave a space there. I should just type it. Oh, it's right here. Chemical gel. Productivity? No. No productivity. Okay, so we want our space pipes to maybe just do this. And then we need an unbarreling for petroleum, which I'll put here. Unfortunately, I maybe am going to be short on space assembling machines. I guess we'll see. And then we will request, and I need some more active providers. Empty petroleum barrel. We'll request some of those. Get some power. And there we go. Chemical gel. And, I mean, we need a minuscule amount of that, so I'm just going to plop a few efficiency in here. I'm probably going to do that for all this, because you can see the only thing I even need close to one of is the supercomputer in space manufactory. So we'll just make sure all this stuff is fully efficient. Okay, so we've got chemical gel. And we need our other decontamination facility with the data storage substrates and the cosmic water. So we'll actually place this nearby. And do that, and then we will request. We'll request 100. And then we need to store the contaminated cosmic water, which I believe I can decontaminate. Contaminated cosmic water. Yeah, we can just decontaminate it, and it will make some biosludge and some scrap. And the biosludge we can decontaminate into... Oh. Contaminated biosludge goes to regular biosludge, which then gets used for all sorts of stuff, I guess. But for now, I am going to put that in a tank, because I don't want to worry about it. We'll just do that. Oops. Okay. And the scrap, we will need to actively provide away. Filter inserter. For scrap. Or is it contaminated scrap? Regular scrap. Because I think there's also a contaminated scrap. Scrap. Yeah. But this is the regular kind. And then polished data storage substrates goes directly into a space manufactory, which we'll put here. I will want to beacon all this at some point. Can't put these beacons in space though, apparently. And we'll need to make another one of these. Okay. And this needs to make blank data cards. Blank data card. And we will use the requester chest to request all these things. And we'll just direct insert there. Maybe later I'll need to change that. Okay, so we're making blank data cards. This is the kind of thing where I feel like I don't fully understand why we can't use productivity modules. Feels like something like this should have them. I understand some of the liquid loops, maybe you don't want to have them, but this one, I mean, it's just all intermediates. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our blank data cards. Now we need all sorts of weird things to make thermofluid, and then we cool the thermofluid in a thermal radiator. And then we can reroute all of that, so we only need a very small amount to get started. So I may actually barrel the extra thermofluid because the regular thermofluid is a loop. So I may just make this out here. And we need our other two buildings, which needs more of the space assembling machines. How many per? We need 4 per, so I need another 5. Which I unfortunately don't know if I have enough resources for. I should. What am I low on here? Is it engines? Do I have more engines? Because I think I'm requesting 50 engines. Yeah, we just don't have enough. Dang. I didn't know we'd need so many electric engines. I may need to spend a whole trip, waste a cargo rocket, essentially. Because I don't think I have a way... Let's see. Do I have a way? Navigation satellite. I want to view the surface. Can I do all of... Okay, so can I just request... Or can I use the delivery cannon? Nope. No electric engines. I was going to see if I could send up just a few stacks. So we will need to bring up an entirely new rocket to finish this build. But for now, we'll just carry on as if we have enough. Which, honestly, we will, because what I'll do is I'll take this, and we'll just make a few stacks of this thermofluid and barrel it, and then we'll erase this building for now. I need to start putting some of these things on my hotbar. Oh, I guess we had enough. So maybe I can make this work. We have way too much iron and copper. Okay, so maybe I can make this work. So we already have cosmic water. We'll just connect that up with some pipes here. And we need to unbarrel heavy oil, and then we need to barrel thermofluid. Like that. Heavy oil barrel, empty thermofluid. Fill thermofluid barrel, 25 degrees Celsius. I think that's the one that we make here. So we'll do a requester chest here. We'll put some barrels, we'll put some copper, iron, and sulfur. Seems like we've run out of water. That's unfortunate. So we need to empty some cosmic water barrels. I guess I can just reverse this. Gosh, I don't want this much cosmic gel. That's unfortunate. It's stacking to absurd amounts. Interesting. I'm going to cut the petroleum connection, because that's used up, like, all my cosmic water to make chemical gel. And I don't want it to. Sulfur. I'm pretty sure I brought sulfur. Where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Is it in the logistics network? Sulfur. It's not. That's frustrating. Maybe I didn't bring sulfur. That's super unfortunate. Okay, so we need our checklist of new things to bring. We need more electric engines for space assemblers. We need sulfur, more scaffolding. We need more space pipes. And we need to power this. There we go. Okay, so that will work once we have that, and then the thermofluid will go into a provider chest like so, but we need to request empty barrels. And we will just get maximum 1 stack of thermofluid. 500, I imagine, will be more than enough to jumpstart the system. And then see where we're at. So we've got that completed. We need a thermal radiator, which I wonder if I can craft. Radiator. I think we have enough for that, but we have to make it in a manufactory, which I don't have a spare one of. Unless I have enough for 32 and 4. I don't. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to fly back to the planet, and this time we will bring some more stuff. This episode's running a little bit long, but I really want to get this rocket science done. So I think you guys can bear with me. Okay, so we just land here. We can grab the capsule and put it back in here. I had disconnected that liquid fuel just in case we, because I noticed I was playing with it. If you change the direction that you have it sending you to, it takes more fuel. And so if I play with where it's sending me, I didn't want it to, you know, put a bunch of extra fuel in there and then waste it. Okay, we'll take a little bit more of everything here. Re-up my life support, why not? Take some more belts, take more pipes. I'll let this get to 2 stacks now that I have everything saturated. We will take a lot. You know, I'll just take all of them. I will take all the engines you have, sir. Put those in there. Put the pipes. Okay, so we've got that. We need sulfur. Which, do I have those in a chest? I feel like I... Huh. I feel like I do have a chest of sulfur somewhere. I don't. Interesting. Okay, so let's just get that going. Okay, so we need more sulfur. We needed more scaffolding. I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to jetpack around. I'm not going to worry right now about the circuit. We'll deal with that in the next episode. But for now, I'm just trying to get this done. We'll grab some more water barrels because we ran out of that. We'll just grab all these and take them. I don't think I'll need other barrels of things. And let's see, what else did I need? I think we have plenty of bots. Sulfur, more scaffolding, space pipes. Okay. And I think I'll just craft as many of these as I can before I leave, to make better use of the time that we have. Some out of low density structures. We'll grab some more of that as well. And heat shielding. Probably can't have too much of that in space, I'm guessing. Heat shielding is here. I'll make a few more stacks of the space assemblers. And that should do it. And we'll hop in to our cargo rocket and go ahead and launch. It's a pretty expensive process to launch, but that's okay. Okay, novice orbit, landing pad. Landing chance is 99.02%. I wish it was higher. I also should look to make sure we have enough resources for these. Batteries, low density, 10 electric labs. Oh my. Okay. So maybe before I leave, I'll craft enough for... The research speed is 14. Okay. We'll craft enough for 3 of those. Which means I need more engines. Which are going to come from over here. That's 20. 25. And 30. Okay, so I'll have the 30 labs. And I'll grab some more batteries. We need even more. I mean, only 30 electric engines. I think this time we might have enough electric engines. We do have batteries up there. We have lots of low-density structure. And we have lots of blue chips. So I think 3 of those, we have enough modules to put in them. I've got 53 productivity. I think there's some in the chest. Because I can't remember how many modules these take, but it's quite a few. It might be like 8. Okay, so that's a little better. Now we have plenty of resources and the research labs. So we'll go back up. Landing pad, destination, launch trigger, and launch. Those poor little logistics bots were trying to catch up with me. All right, and now everything has landed properly. That's a good feeling. And then it just will unload everything into my chest here. Okay, so now that we have all the things we actually need, okay, that's still unloading. Then we should be able to get a few more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That should do it. Did I run out of heat shielding? No, there's just not a heat shielding request here. Heat shielding. 50. Oh, and those dang blue inserters. I should have grabbed some of those. Okay, so we've got all that. We have our thermofluid. It should be good to go now that we have sulfur. Oh my goodness, I didn't grab sulfur. Ha! Oh, wow. I checked it off the list preemptively. Okay, we're going to use the delivery cannon somehow. We're going to figure this out. Okay, so we're going to place... I believe there was one of these delivery cannon chests. We'll put it here. And then we will go back to our home planet. Maybe it's faster. Yeah, I can just go straight there. Okay, so we'll go here. We have the delivery cannon here, so we need to do sulfur. We will place a requester chest. We need a crafter for a requester chest. What's the recipe for a requester chest? Shoot. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Okay. Maybe we can. Because they use steel and circuits. So I think it's a green and a red circuit. And steel. So I can maybe put one here. Yes, okay, I think I can do this. So once that gets placed, then we can place some of the inserters here. Oh, but we don't have requester chests, right? We need a place where all 3 of those things exist. Can't remove that. That's interesting. Deconstruct it. Okay, so maybe here. There's no green circuits. Let me double check on the recipe before I go too far. Yeah. And it requires steel chests, but we can make that out of steel as well. So here's both colors of circuits, but no steel. This is so unfortunate. I'm going to put sulfur. Okay, here's what I can do. We will deconstruct... Those are filters anyway, so they're not going to place anything in. So we'll just request 500 sulfur, and then we will put that on a belt to our delivery cannon. Okay, and then we will put a filter inserter there. That should do it. I don't have any capsules, do I? They're in my inventory, I think. So those need explosives, heat shielding, low density structure, and copper cable. Shucks. Where am I going to find that? Okay, so we've got low density structure and heat shielding right here, but we don't have copper cable or explosives. And we don't have requester chests. I guess I can... Maybe this is the best way to do it. Okay, we will destroy 2 requester chests. And I'll just have to rebuild them. And that will give me a requester chest or 2 to play with. And so what I'll do is then request those things to make capsules. Right here. So we will place one of those. And those should show up soon because I deconstruct them. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I should have thought of that earlier. And the filter here needs to be sulfur. Okay, so that works. This will work. This needs to be delivery cannon capsule. Delivery cannon capsule. Guess I didn't need that one. Though, of course, now I could just make that sulfur, so. Okay, and we need this to fill up. Of course, I don't have enough power. And that should do it. So we'll turn you off. Novice orbit, destination position, right there. Go back to novice. And of course that one won't be powered either. I should have just put a substation here. But that should do it. That was that was kind of fun. Fun challenge. Okay. So we will finally get sulfur. Again, I know this episode is running really long. I apologize. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So that will craft a couple. Turn it on. And then back off. And here we go. Got some sulfur. Okay, we've got thermo fluid. That was interesting to say the least. Okay, and then I need a thermal radiator, which is made inside one of these bad boys, which I can finally take from here, put in the inserters. Okay, where are most of the space buildings? They're right here with everything else. Okay, we can do this. we do need copper cables. I don't think I brought a lot of those. Okay, and then everything else, pumps, I can make by hand. I only need one of these. Oh, wait, you need more than one pump. We need 4 pumps. Okay, 3 more. And you can't use productivity modules even for things that normally could. So they encourage you in the wiki to create all your intermediates planet side so that you can make them more productive. Okay, so we've got our thermal radiator, which we will use to cool our thermofluid down. And this will be part of the loop with a supercomputer, which I should probably figure out how to craft that as well. We make it in this place, same as before. Supercomputer. I'll take one of them. And the supercomputer requires chips and thermofluid and outputs the other kind of thermofluid. So then we need our space pipes, which I need more of. Which I think I got more. Yep, there we go. And so this will wrap around to here. And then we will have an assembler with a top-up valve unloading the thermofluid. So thermofluid, unbarrel. We need an overflow valve, or I mean top-up valve. And so that will keep this semi-filled. I may use a pipe to ground here, just so that it'll use less total thermofluid. And then this is cooling, because you can see we lose a thermofluid when we cool it off. Not exactly sure. That's probably accurate in terms of space physics, but I don't know how that works. And then we need to machine learning data. We will request everything we need here. Looks like we're out of our logistics range. And then we power this up. And we'll request 100. I'm just going to put this on a belt, which I don't have space belts in my inventory. They must all be in here. Okay, and then we will need to get rid of our scrap, and the thermofluid should just be fine the way it is. But of course, we need to request and provide. I should blueprint this. This is so common. Well, let's blueprint it before we... Okay, we'll save that as unbarreling. Unbarreling. Save. And then request thermofluid. We'll do 1 barrel at a time. Okay, and that should get that running. Bam, bam. We do need to actively provide the scrap. And there are ways to reuse scrap, which again, we'll deal with that in future episodes. Right now we're just trying to get this done. We want a filter inserter though, for scrap. And then we have our blank data card. And we need one final manufactory to work on our rocket science. Which we'll just put it here. And then I need my space undergrounds, which we'll see how far these can go. Only 5 spaces underground. Oh, I'm being silly. This needs to be pipes. And we do need need one more of these, which I have. Okay, we did it. And then we need the empty barrels, satellite telemetry, and vulcanite blocks, which we have all of. We'll put this, we need a filter inserter into a chest, into here. Okay, and then we can speed this guy up a little bit and save ourselves some power. And then this makes junk data cards. So we will just output all of this into a provider. Guess we need a filter. Active, which will have the junk data cards. Junk data card. And this is for rocket science. And then we need a requester with all the things. And now we need to craft our science buildings, which are made in the manufactory. But look at that, we're making space science. We'll speed it up a little bit, why not? Again, can't do productivity. That's just how it works. Okay, so you need to build the science labs. And I will just put my inventory into it. And we'll get 3 of these space science laboratories going. Get some more low density structure. And we'll take everything out. We'll start with 3 of these. Okay, so 1, 2, and we'll put a requester chest here for the sciences. So we'll place in, place in, place in. And we need all the science packs. And we need all the productivity. Okay, so we get 6 productivity. So that's an extra 50%. Beautiful. Okay, so let's just take a look at what kind of researches we can get, and then we'll end the episode here. So, looks like we can start to get a lot more space things, condenser turbines. We can make our cargo rockets more safe, which we will do first. This one is also a big idea, the cargo pods. We want to secure more of those, and so that will make our cargo rocket launches cheaper. Or I guess that's this one, because we want parts to be recycled more often. And then all sorts of new facilities that will help us get other types of science, I imagine. We can get our jetpack equipment too, and flat solar panels might be one of the first things I work on, because those are almost 10 times the output of a regular solar panel. And we can increase our worker robot speed. That actually might be the first thing I do. I didn't bring purple science though, did I? I don't think I did, so I can't do that yet. I'll have to bring up some purple science. And then with quite a bit of rocket science, we can also get the mining productivity, and we can get module 4s. One with some more research and cargo robot size. So we'll, in our next trip, we'll bring up more science so we can do all of these researches. And then in the next episode, we can start looking into what a real space base looks like. This is just the smallest version possible to get us rocket science. So, and then we'll set up our transmission signals. Awesome. Well, I apologize again for the long episode. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.